Welcome back. Let's continue to this now. Floyd Shivambu and the MK party appear to be nearing the end of their journey. Well, on Monday, MK party leader Jacob Zuma launched an attack against the party's former secretaries general, including Shivambu, during the party's June 16 rally. Zuma gave the biggest indication yet that Shivambu, who was removed as the MK party secretary general, could be looking to form his own organization. Shivambu will be holding a media briefing tomorrow. Let's listen to the MK party's response to that briefing.
We cannot preempt what an individual is going to say, but the party has a position, and the party did not sanction the press conference. So we'll wait to hear what then becomes his announcement or whatever it is that he's going to say. But Floyd Shivambu is not the subject matter at this stage. We're dealing with the issues of the IEC that remains a subject of capture. So we're focused on that now.
All right, let's bring in political analyst Dr Levy Ndou just to weigh in on these developments in the MK party. Thank you so much, Dr. Ndou, for your time. Obviously, there's a lot of speculation about tomorrow's press briefing by Floyd Shivambu. It's not sanctioned by the MK party for one, that we know. So one then has to wonder what this all means. Is the relationship between Floyd Shivambu and the MK party possibly nearing an end? What are your observations?
Good afternoon, Unati. Good afternoon to the viewers. The first question would be, Floyd Shivambu will be addressing the press conference as what? Will he be addressing the press conference as the member of the MK party? Or will he be announcing his departure from the party or not? And what is very clear as well is that the MK party says the press briefing is not sanctioned by the party. Therefore, the indication would be that he would be doing that outside the party. He'll be doing that as an individual, and that could signal his departure from the MK party.
I mean, Shivambu was the party's sixth Secretary General in the 1.5 years of its existence. Just give us your analysis and perhaps impressions on how the MK party has been handling its own internal matters under, of course, its leader, Jacob Zuma, especially when you consider just some of his comments during the Youth Day commemorations on the 16th of June.
The MK party came with a huge wave, and that wave was observed during the elections last year. What we have also observed with the MK party is that there has been constant change of personnel in leadership or structures of the MK party. People have been deployed to parliament and people were removed from parliament. People have been occupying different positions in the party and they've also been removed. But the MK party was able, as a party, to come up with a constitution so that whatever they do is done within the framework of the constitution. And most of the changes that we see happening in the MK party are happening in line with the constitution of the MK party. Jacob Zuma has been given more powers by the MK party, by the constitution, of course, and that makes him to be able to change the personnel at any given time. And that is why now we have Floyd Shivambu having been removed from his position as the Secretary General of the party. Indeed, there are those, including myself, who felt that that was a demotion and the possibility would be that he could actually exit the party in total.
Let's then look at what this all means politically for Floyd Shivambu. I want to just go back to just some of your utterances in the first question. I mean, he is a highly seasoned politician at a time where South Africans too are really rooting for political parties that will put the needs of the people first. I mean, what are his likely scenarios here?
Floyd has got a lot of scenarios. But I think the first thing to note about tomorrow's press briefing would be to establish whether he is aggrieved that he has left the party, whether he's excited to leave the MK party. But what we do know is that the MK party has adopted a position which was clearly articulated at the press briefing when Floyd Shivambu was relieved of his responsibilities. They said they are not going to entertain any discussion around the departure of Shivambu as the Secretary General of the MK party. And what does that say? It says that if Shivambu talks about his removal from the MK party tomorrow, it will be a clear signal that is outside the MK party. But because there are many options at his disposal, he might decide to join a new political party. He might decide to form his own political party. He might also decide to become an influential civil servant outside the structures of political parties. He might decide to also join the workers' movement or organize people who are in the workforce. So he has got a lot of options at his disposal. But I think it's also important to look at what Shivambu, as a seasoned politician, has been doing in the past 10 years. He has been very much instrumental in the formation of the EFF. He has been a very influential person within the EFF and in Parliament. He went to the MK party. He became the national organizer. He became the Secretary General. We started to see the MK party taking shape. He is the one who was very much vocal and instrumental in the establishment of the constitution of the MK party. And my sense also is that having done a lot of work for a party like the MK party, and he gets relieved of his responsibilities in a manner that it has actually happened, it might not sound very good on his part, and he might not be very pleased with the manner in which he has been removed from the party.
Dr. Ndou, thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate your analysis. Political analyst Dr. Levy Ndou there, of course, weighing in on the latest developments in the MK party with Floyd Shivambu expected to be holding that media briefing tomorrow.